All right. Welcome back. Sorry for the bad connection earlier, brothers and sisters. Welcome back. We should have a better connection now, so I'm going to walk to my car. We should have a better connection now. I'm actually going to sit out here in the sun. We should have a better connection now, so come on. Let's finish up our Q&A. I didn't know if you guys were online, offline, had questions or not. I was told several times we're having a bad connection. So let me go ahead and get you all set up so I won't have to hold it. How about that? All right. Okay, we're back in the sun. All right, brothers and sisters, go ahead and ask your question. I guess I need to go somewhere where I can see, right? All right. Let's go ahead and share and get the count back up. Q&A, part 2, Q&A. Q&A, part 2, brothers and sisters. All right, hashtag black dollars, hashtag black wealth, hashtag black economy, right? Black economy, hashtag. All right, so welcome back, Eugene. Thanks for sharing with your followers. Thank you. All right, continue to share. Let's go ahead and double up the count real quick so they'll know we're back. Make sure you guys are following. Just swipe it from the bottom on Android to the right on Apple. Go ahead and swipe it, and that way you get the notifications automatically when we have technical difficulties and we go down and come back up, okay? So, all right, Eugene, go ahead and share it. Who else is there? Share it. We want to give you guys a couple of minutes. Yeah, a couple of minutes to come back on. I think I might go sit in my car. Feels so good. All right. But I'm not getting any sunlight. Give you guys some time to come online. I need for everybody to share. Get your questions ready, brothers and sisters. This is Q&A. Get your questions ready. All right. If you had an opportunity to ask a question to somebody that can get you to the next level, which I believe I can, all right, or I can point you in the right direction, then that's something that you should definitely take full advantage of, right? It's when you have opportunities like this, small opportunities, that when God bless you with big opportunities, you'll be ready to take advantage of those, okay? So you can't just not take advantage of small opportunity and say, man, if I ever meet Jay-Z, if I ever meet P. Diddy, if I ever meet Russell Simmons, man, those boys doing it. Then I'm going to ask them a whole bunch of questions. Man, I got a lot of good questions. I know there's some things that I'm trying to do. I'm going to run it by them. All right? Run it by them and see what they say. Well, you have to take advantage of opportunities based on where you are, right? You have to take advantage of opportunities based on where you are, brothers and sisters. So, all right, we're in the car. I can enjoy the sun. All right, so let's go ahead and ask you some questions. All right, Eugene, what questions do you have? Any questions on real estate, networking, right? What else? Real estate, networking, network marketing, sales, marketing, online social media marketing. How about that? How to promote your business, how to take your, customer service, prospecting. All right, any of those, let's go ahead and share. Brothers and sisters. We're kind of low on the count, probably due to technical difficulties, and people took advantage of that to move on and push on and do some other stuff, which I definitely understand. All right, so we want to give you a few more minutes. You guys that are here, make the best use of your time and ask some questions. You just don't want to be here and not getting some value from it. So anybody have any questions? Anybody trying to make a transition from their work to entrepreneurship? All right? To entrepreneurship, all right? Any questions? Hit some heart. Give me some heart. Show some love. Let me know you're there. I see a count, but we need to get some interaction. All right? Any questions? Any questions that you have? Anything money? All right? Let me know who's there. Put your name there at the bottom. Put your name and what city you're from. Whoever's here, put your name and what city you're from. Put your name, what city you're from. All right, I should be having a good connection, so Should have a good connection. All right. Anybody out there? Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Do you work with tax liens? No, I don't do tax liens. Never done tax liens. Bought a couple of courses on tax liens, Eugene. Familiar with the tax lien concept. Tax liens is a good approach. It's guaranteed money from the government, guaranteed return, depending on your county, determines what kind of tax liens they have. Tax certificates, and I forgot the other one. But that's just another way. That's just another way of getting property. I looked into it. It's a good way. It's a little bit, a little bit too slow for me. It's out of your control. Right? You have to bid on them and all this other kind of stuff. And a lot of companies are out here promoting that and have websites where you can bid. You definitely got to know what you're doing more than just normal real estate investing competence. You buy property, it'll be a ditch, right? You can buy property and have a right of way through your property. And I mean, all kind of stuff. So, you have to really study that and know that. I tell people all the time to get in the very basic of things first before we start dealing with these fringes, right? And my thing is wholesaling real estate. Wholesaling real estate. Go to DarrellMuhammad.net and you can get some free information, some free training on wholesaling real estate, right? And then you run into tax situations and probate situations, that kind of stuff. But at least that way, you can deal with real estate in a very, very basic, low risk or no risk way. Okay. Low risk or no risk way. So you're not going in having to learn the real estate piece, the basic real estate piece. And then on top of that, you have to know about your tax lien certificates, right? And tax deeds and things of that nature, right? Right. So what happens many times is we don't know the basics of investing, the basics of dollars, the basics of business and entrepreneurship. And we're trying to, do things outside of the basics, right? For example, I can't read. Let's say, for example, I don't know adding, subtracting, and multiplying, but I hear about opportunity in statistics. I hear about an opportunity to make all this money in, quantum physics, but I don't understand the basics of math. And that's what we so often do as black people. We get in, we get attracted, we get seduced with all money. Or if real estate's real big, real estate. And not understanding the basics of real estate. So when we jump out there and we're trying to do foreclosures and tax liens and probate and all these other things that are derivative from basic real estate, then we fail because our foundation is not strong, right? Our foundation is not strong. It's like wanting to become an accountant and can't count. All right. So good question. Eugene, there's a million ways to get started. See, and what happens is we have too many ways, like a baby in a candy store. Don't know, so many different kind of candies. They don't know which way to go. They turn around. They go this way a little route. Try this candy, turn them back around. They're just so excited. And that's how we are. They're just so excited. They had no idea, and they wasn't aware of all the candy in the store. So they get in there, they get excited, and just mouthful of candy, handful of candy. Don't know what to do, dropping candy. Because they had no idea of all the opportunities until the opportunity presented itself. Now they don't have the capacity to distinguish which one is best for them. All of them work. All the candies are good. All the candies are sweet. But which one is the one that you can get the most out of and that can take you to the next level? Right? Which one best suits you for where you are with your level of competence, your level of understanding, and can take you to the next level? right? Just like me, don't have a GED or just got a GED, right? And I'm asking, well, what about medical school? What about medical? Okay, what about it? You got to go to high school first, finish high school, then you got to go to college. That's what you need to be focusing on. What college that I can go to that can best prepare me for medical school? So that's how we got to look at it, and that's the next steps that we have to make. So hopefully, Eugene, I answered your question, and thank you for asking the question on today's Q&A, Everything Money. All right, let's go ahead and share it, Eugene, whoever's there. Let's go ahead and hit that parrot dude in the corner. Let's share. Hit that parrot dude in the corner and share. Let's double up our count real quick. I hate that we had the bad connection because we had, quite a few people on there that didn't come back. And it's probably due to, I agree and makes sense. Okay, well, good. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and share it, Eugene. Go ahead and share it real quick, you guys, whoever's here. Hey, thanks, Jay Buy Houses. Welcome. Today is Wednesday. We do our Q&A on, thank you for coming back, you guys. Sorry about the technical difficulties earlier. So I wanted to flip to the cell phone since that had a better signal. Today is Wednesday, Q&A Wednesday, Everything Money. So if you have any questions, Jay, about money, about real estate, about finance, about investment, about gold and silver, about personal finance, about empowerment. That's what we're talking about right now. So let's go ahead and share it. Hit the parrot dude in the corner. Thank you, Nyambe, Sister Nyambe. Go ahead and hit that parrot dude in the corner, right? Go ahead and do that. I need for everybody to share right now. I need for everybody to share right now. We need to double the count because we need to get the right people in who are going to ask questions that's going to get them to the next level. All right? You want to ask questions that's relevant to where you are right now, brothers and sisters, and the next step. Right? We don't want to ask hypothetical questions. That's the quickest way to upset whoever it is that's answering your question, for them to ask you a question about your question, and you're just asking it, hypothetically speaking type of questions. Right? Of course, it can help somebody, but we don't know who is helping. And it's not even helping the person that asked a question because they just wanted to, just wanted to ask a question and be seen or heard. So just make sure you ask questions, brothers and sisters, that are relevant to you, that can get you to the next level. All right. And everybody on here should get to the next level because the title, hashtag Black Economy, hashtag Black Dollars, hashtag Black Wealth. You wouldn't be on this stream if that wasn't an interest of yours. And if it's an interest of yours, then personally, you're trying to get somewhere financially. Right? And if you're trying to get somewhere financially, you should have some questions. Right? You should have some questions. If not, you're just watching it for entertainment purposes only. I don't know. But you should have some questions. So what questions do you guys have, brothers and sisters? What questions do you have? All right? If I can answer it, great, I will. If I can't, I'll tell you I don't know. It's like the brother asked about tax liens. I know a little bit about tax lien. I shared with him some of the little that I know. And, and that's it. All right. So let's go ahead and share. Let's double up the count real quick. We'll probably go another 15 minutes unless there's no questions, and we can shut it down right now. So any other questions, brothers and sisters? Any other questions? No more questions? Boy, that was easy. That was easy. No more questions, huh? So we're okay with our personal economy, right? We don't have any bills we're trying to pay off. We're not trying to make any financial breakthroughs. We like our brothers and our young folks say on the street, you good, right? So you good. Where you always wanted to be all your life financially, and you just want to maintain that. And you'll be okay if you die today, right? With your personal finances, right? Well, if that's the case, brothers and sisters, then then that's good for you. But that's not the case for me, and that'll never be the case for me, because I'm not just concerned about myself. I'm not just concerned about my family, right? I'm concerned about our community, our black community, and how devastated we are economically, right? You should be upset that other people come into your house. Just imagine if I came to your house and ate and got full in your house while you're hungry. Right? I come in your house, sell products and services to your family members, and get all this money and leave your house while you were there with those same family members with money, and you guys are starving and hungry and in need of things. Well, that's what happens in our black community. It's not their fault, it's our fault. Because God is not going to leave a needed void. And it for some reason, I'm having trouble posting my questions. Okay, I don't know. I got that, Sister Nyambe. So keep on trying. Don't quit. So, it's not their fault. God always going to fill a void. That's part of the law of the universe, right? There's always going to fill a void. If you had a ditch, if you had a big hole in the ground, over time, it will get filled, right? With something. It's not going to have the same emptiness over time. A bug will crawl in there. Grass will start growing. Paper will roll in there, right? Something will roll in there. What kind of things should we be doing independently in preparation to unite our resources? Preparation is to get yourself together. Preparation is condition your mind to understand the necessity for unity and collective responsibility, collective efforts. Preparing your mind. It all starts with your mind. Now, as far as resources, you assess your own resource, right? What can I bring to the table? If Darrell called me and say, hey, Sister Nyambe, you a good sister. You love yourself, your family, and your community, your black community. You have the desire, you have the hope and aspiration to see our economy, our black economy, be more independent and be more profitable, to flourish. So let's look at what we can do together. Let's look at our resources and see how we can pool our resources. So you need to assess your resources, sister, right? And resources go far beyond money. Far beyond money. Money is very limited, right? But there's unlimited resources. Energy is unlimited. Effort is unlimited. Courage is unlimited. Persistence is unlimited, right? Money is very limited. But if you have those other things that are unlimited, they will help you get money. They will help you get those things that are limited. Time is limited. It'll help you leverage time, right? So do an assessment of what you have. What can you bring to the table? And that will help us to identify our self-worth. Too often, black people determine their self-worth on money and things. Money and things. Money and things. Right? Because our minds are consumed in this world, because we allow the world to dictate to us instead of us getting the knowledge to free our minds and our thinking so we can dictate to the world what our value is. No, I don't have any money, but I'm still valuable. No, I don't have any money, but let me tell you what I do bring to the table. Let me tell you what I do bring. Let me tell you where my value is. It's not in money. It's in energy. It's in positive thinking. It's in faith, right? It's in effort. It's in clarity of mind. That's what I bring. That's why my chest is stuck out. That's why I walk like a dignified person, because I understand that money is just one piece that determines a value of something. Just one piece that determines value. So hopefully that answered your question, Sister Nyambe. What does a successful entrepreneur look like? That's something that we seem to, it's the only way we can be seduced and tricked is because we don't know what it looks like. We assume we know, right? We're using the information from the world, meaning the information that the masses of the people have, right? The information that's given to the masses of the people, that's projected to the masses of the people. Oh, that's a successful entrepreneur because he has a big office space. It might be. That might be the case. It's not to say it's not because he has a big office space, because he has a jet plane, because he has these other trappings of success, they call it, right? So you have to read and study and understand what what encompasses success, right? You can be Tiger Woods and successful as a golf player and fail somewhere else in life. So we have to understand what is true success and what it does success mean to me, right? It can be a very, very, very successful business person, spend no time with his family, no time with his children, no time with his wife, because he's so addicted, she's so addicted to business success. Well, you might say, well, that's not the kind of success I want. So that person is going to be limited in helping me become successful the way I want to be successful, right? So the way we have to do that is we have to be able to have understanding of what success is. And you got to get to edge. You have to go out there and seek, and ye shall find, and you'll find the information that will help us to understand and identify what success is and what it means to me, right? So you find someone like that, you find a source like that, and then you go from there. What are the key ingredients to long-term business partnership? Long-term business partnership is all based on relationship you have with your partners, right? Relationship that you have with your partners. Key is communication, right? Communicating the vision. Stay in communication with them. Keep them updated on what's going on. Make sure they're abreast of everything that's relevant to their partnership, to their involvement as a partner, good, bad, or indifferent. Communication is the key, right? A lot of times we put forth a whole lot of effort to get something, but we don't keep that same effort we don't have that same effort to keep it, right? We do all this stuff to get a car, borrow money, and, get our credit fixed to get a house, and do all this extra effort to get something. And once we get it, it's like, oh, wow, good, I got it now, so I don't have to put forth that effort anymore. Well, you have to continue to put forth that effort. Partnership, business is about people, and business is about effective, thorough communication. Communication is key. Relevant communication. A partner does not have to know about managerial decisions on a daily basis, right? You have to be aware and you have to be knowledgeable if you're going to put together a partnership. Understand the dynamics of partnership and what it is that you need to communicate to partners differently that you need to communicate with other team members, other folks on your team. All right. Good question, Sister Nyambe. Thank you so very much. Any other questions? Where are you right now in your entrepreneurial pursuit, your quest for financial independence? Let's go ahead and see if we can address those questions. All right. Let's see if we can address those questions. Why is branding important to a business? Well, branding is your identity. Is when somebody sees your logo, sees your name, they know what you're affiliated with, they know what you're associated with, right? Here in Houston, here in the Houston, the mosque, they know Brother Darrell, what Brother Darrell's about. They know if they see Brother Darrell talking, right? Just talking, running his mouth, they know what Darrell is talking about. Talking about real estate, he's talking about business, he's talking about entrepreneurship, he's talking about finance, he's talking about making money, he's talking about doing something for self. They know that that's my MO. So branding is when somebody equates your identity to something specific, right? And the only way they can do that is by you being consistent with a consistent message. You can't be all over the place. Right? You can't be all over the place. You gotta purposefully know the message that you're communicating, right? Right? So now my branding of DarrellMuhammad, the money game, money, entrepreneurship, real estate, network marketing. See? Everything money, everything entrepreneurial. See, so you do that by being known in one particular space, even if that space is money. That's broad, but at least it's money versus real estate versus, stocks and bonds versus, online marketing. See, so it's how you want to brand yourself. How broad or how narrow. And you go down that space. And you stick to that space. And you stay on that space. Even when it looks like you're talking about something else, you always want to, bring it back to your consistent brand. Because the worst thing that can happen when you're branding yourself is for people to be confused. So what does DarrellMuhammad, what's the deal with him? What does he talk about? Well, I don't know, because, sometimes he talking about, politics. I don't know. I'm not sure. He talks about health and then, food and stuff you should eat. But then sometimes he's talking about, real estate. And then sometimes he's talking about, family. So you're more like Oprah, right? You're more like Oprah, where you're just covering different topics. And you're known as the media source. Your branding is the media source. Your branding is, you cover variety of different subjects, non-related subjects. Now, if that's your approach of branding, then that's fine, right? Branding, you have to be clear on what do you want to be known for, right? Clear on what you want to be known for. That's the power of branding. And if you're not clear on what you want to be branded, your brand to be known for, then surely the marketplace is going to be confused, right? Surely the marketplace is going to be confused. All right. So hopefully that answered your question, Sister Niambe. Did that answer your question? How can one decide what type of business is right for them? They just got to try different things. Here's a question I asked somebody the other day. I asked a sister the other day. I said, if you didn't have to work, if money was no object, what would you do? If money was no object, right? You was born into a wealthy family. You didn't have to work for money. You didn't have to work to maintain your lifestyle. What would you do all day? See, that's how you have to think if you plan to be free. See, that's how you have to think if you plan to play the money game to win. By playing by the rules that winners play by. Because they're playing to one day, not 65. But as early as possible, they're playing with the intent as early as possible to not have to work for their money, have their money come in without them working. So they're thinking about, if I didn't have to go to work, if I didn't have to, even in my own business, if I didn't have to go into the office, if I didn't have to do real estate all day, I didn't have to do real estate to eat, what would I do? So you look at what you like to do for fun. Because the beautiful thing about being here in America, whatever it is that you like to do, I believe there's enough people in America and then the world that like what you do, no matter how weird it is, eat ice cream and listen to opera music. There's enough people that do the same thing, that if you're smart with marketing, you're smart with sales, you're using technology, you can find enough people to market to sell to make you a nice, comfortable living, right? To make you a nice, comfortable living and then some, right? So that's what you have to do, is getting to know yourself. And how do you get to know yourself? Through trial and error. How do you get to know yourself? By purposely having the intent to get to know yourself. You don't know yourself by accident. You know yourself by on purpose, by knowing what you like to do, right? And the best way to find out that is to say, if I didn't have to work, if money was no object, I didn't have to work for money, what would I do? Some of us have to think really deeply because we don't know. We don't know what we would do. Because when we have our 1 or 2 days off from the week, we don't do what we want to do. I mean, we do what we want to do, right? But it's not based on what we like to do. A lot of times you got to cut your grass, you got to wash your car, you got to clean up the house. And that's when you go do your grocery shopping. That's when you go to Walmart. See, you do that because you have to do it, not because you want to do it and you don't like doing it. So you have to think of, what would I do for pleasure? Just pure bliss. What would I do if I didn't have to work? And whatever that is, you can package that into a product or service and you can market it. Because, see, that's what you would do to get free. See, let me just give you a rule in the money game real quick. See, people say, when I become free, they make things contingent, not understanding that the very thing that you have to do when you have time, when you have money, that's the thing that you have to do now to get free. Man, if I had some time, man, as soon as I get me some money and then I won't have to work these 2 jobs, then I'll be able to do real estate. That never happens because you don't understand that as you making time in your current condition, your current situation, making time for real estate is the thing that's going to set you free. Not let me work these 2 jobs another 6 months so I can pay off this debt. Then I'll have time to work real estate. No, you still work those 2 jobs to pay off your debt, and you make time to do real estate. And that will accelerate your freedom time, your freedom timetable. That's what we don't understand. We always want to condition the very act that will make us free. We want to put conditions on that. And not understanding is if it will make you free, accelerate your freedom quest, then that's worthy of sacrifice now to do. Why are you going to put off your freedom by remaining a slave longer? I'm going to remain a slave because I'm too busy being a slave. I don't have time to work on being free. Well, you going to stay a slave. Because slavery, right, and the slave system, which is the consumption of your time, is not designed to give you time to be free. You know, we got this thing all confused. When I get some money, then I'm going to do it. You'll never get any money because the very thing you need to do to get money, you're postponing until you get money. It's like this, and I'll wait for another question. Put your questions up because we only have about 5 more minutes. It's just like, and this is a good example. Man, when I get a job, I'm going to buy a car. But I need a car to get a job. See, so you're like the dog chasing his tail. A dog that chases a tail, 2 things happen. One, he gets dizzy, and the other thing is he makes no progress. He doesn't go anywhere. He's just chasing his tail. When I catch that dog's tail, man, what's this dog doing around here? This is my territory. Not realizing that's your own tail. That's your own tail that you chasing. That's your own tail, man. I'm getting close to that tail, boy. When I'm gonna bite his butt. When I get a car, then I'll be able to get a job. When I get a job, then I'll be able to get a car. So you do neither. As a new entrepreneur, do you need multiple streams of income? No. As a new entrepreneur, good question, Neon, but that's good. See, a lot of us, we don't know, so we get seduced. And I don't mean so much seduced by other people. We seduce ourselves. No. When you start off an entrepreneur, learn the science of entrepreneurship. Learn how to maximize one stream of entrepreneurship. Because what happened is we have 4 streams, 3 streams, 2 streams, and we're not good at any one of them, and neither one of them make us money. So therefore, we have to do what I call self-esteem currency. Self-esteem currency, where you use self-esteem to offset the currency that you don't make, the money that you don't make. You use self-esteem as the justification for making less money, right? So therefore, we ain't making no money, but we free. I don't have a boss. I do what I want. I just, set appointments in the middle of the day. See, so we take that in lieu of being better at what we do so we can have that and more money. See, so we default to, at least I ain't got no boss. But then you're not making any more money than the person that got a boss. Right? There ain't anybody else that got a boss. So I get it. I understand. I'm not judging. I'm just helping us to get clear in our understanding. Right? Get clear in our understanding of what this thing is that we're trying to do. So learn sales, learn marketing, learn the science of people, right? Learn how to network. See, we don't learn those things. We go out there and learn more skill set, right? Because that's obvious to understand what the skill set, how it directly relates to what I'm doing. But the ancillary things